Good morning, students. It's long since we have started the chapter 2, Fractions and Decimals. As you all know, we have two important topics in this. The teachers took a long period to complete fractions and decimals. So, today we'll just revise the concepts learnt in this chapter. You'll not have anything to write. You just watch the video, understand and revise the concept learnt in this chapter. First one, adding fractions. You have two types of addition, adding fractions with like denominators and adding fractions with unlike denominators. If it is like denominators, it is easy for you to add the fractions. You will just add the numerators. If you are having unlike denominators, what will you do? You have to convert it to like fractions and then add the numerators. You should know how to convert unlike fractions to like fractions. Here the first step is taking the LCM of the denominators and then converting unlike fractions to like fractions. Next one, subtraction of fractions. Here also you are following the same rules for addition. If the given fractions are like fractions, you will subtract the numerators and write the same denominator. Here in this example, you can see the fractions given to you are unlike fractions because here the first fraction is having 4 as the denominator and the second fraction is having 3 as the denominator. So the given fractions are unlike fractions. So here the first step is converting unlike fractions to like fractions. Here you can see both the denominators are 12. So when you get like fractions, you can subtract the numerators. That is how you subtract unlike fractions. Next one, multiplication of fractions. The easiest thing in this chapter, multiplication of fractions. First, multiply the numerators. Here 2 into 3 equal to 6. Second step, multiply the denominators. Here the denominators are 5 and 4. 5 into 4, 20. So you got the answer as 6 by 20. Now third step, reduce the fraction if necessary. You should write the answer in its simplest form. Here you can see 6 and 20 will go in multiplication table of 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 20 divided by 2 is 10. So your final answer is 3 by 10. Next one, dividing fractions. This concept is very important in this chapter because the same concept you are using in decimal division also. So dividing fractions, invert and multiply. To divide fractions, take the reciprocal of the divisor and multiply the dividend. Now here the question given to you is 4 by 5 divided by 2 by 3. Here can you tell me which is the dividend? The dividend is 4 by 5 and divisor is 2 by 3. So take the reciprocal of the divisor. Here 2 by 3 is the divisor. Reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. Now multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. 4 into 3 equal to 12. 5 into 2 equal to 10. So what is the answer? 12 by 10. You can see 12 and 10 can be cancelled using 2. So you will get the answer as 6 by 5. 6 by 5 can be written as mixed number as 1 by 5. 1 by 5. So that is about dividing fractions. In this, what did you learn? a new word, reciprocal. Reciprocal of 2 by 3 is 3 by 2. Next comes decimals. In decimals, you have learned how to write place value chart, how to write the expanded form, how to write the standard form. Next, we dealt with word problems on addition and subtraction. So here, adding decimals. You should line up the decimal point. Here 0.32, 12.965, 1.1. All the decimal points should come in one line. All the decimal point should come in one line. Then arrange the digits accordingly. If you don't have any any digits, you should put 0. Pad with zeros. That is, fill the blank with zeros. Then add 0 plus 5 plus 0, 5. 2 plus 6, 8. 3 plus 9, 12. 12 plus 1, 13. And the carryover goes here. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. And 1 comes down. So 14.385. Here also 51 is a whole number. Don't write it here. You can change the whole number to decimal. That is 51.00. This is important, children. You can write a whole number as 51.00. And then arrange the decimal point in one line and then add. The same thing comes for difference, that is subtraction. Here you are asked to subtract 1.75 from 10.6. You can see here only one decimal place is there. Here two decimal places are there. So you put 0 in order to subtract. Don't forget to put 0. If you are not putting a 0 here, you will get a wrong answer. So be careful. Fill the blank with zeros and then subtract as usual. Next one, multiplication of decimals. Here multiplication of decimals by 10, 100, 1000, etc. we learned. Multiplication of decimal by whole numbers we learned. And this is an example of multiplication of decimals by another decimal number. Now here the example is 3.77 into 2.8. Here the first step you learnt is count the number of decimal places. Here 2 decimal places, here 1 decimal place. So in the answer you should have 3 decimal places starting from the right end. Starting from the right end. That is the arrows shown here. Next one, division of decimals. Division of decimals. So this week we learnt division of decimals. Division of decimals by 10, 100 and 1000. Division of a decimal number by a whole number. In this slide you can see division of decimal number by another decimal number. The first step is you should convert the decimal number to fractions. How will you convert decimal number to fractions? Depending on the number of decimal places. Here number of decimal places is 2. So you will write 100. Here how many decimal places? Only 1 decimal place. So you will divide it with 10. So you can write it as 325 by 100 divided by 5 by 10. Division means multiplication using reciprocal. You will get 65 by 10 and 65 by 10 is calculated as 6.5. Students, by this video we come to an end of our chapter 2, fractions and decimals. We'll meet again with a new chapter. Till then, your maths teacher is signing off. Thank you. Have a nice day.